Hello everyone, now we have to discuss the next theorem, that is Millman's theorem. So, why we need this theorem? Purpose. What is the purpose of this theorem? That is, when a number of voltage or current sources are acting simultaneously in a network, those voltage or current sources can be replaced by an equivalent circuit. That is it. So, if we have 10 number of voltage sources or 10 number of current sources in a network, those 10 number of voltage sources or current sources can be replaced by an equivalent one. That is it. That is why we are using this Millman's theorem. When a number of voltage or current sources in a network can be replaced by an equivalent circuit. That's why we are using this Millman's theorem. Then what is the statement? What is the statement? That is, when a number of voltage sources, those are V1, V2, V3 up to so on, are in parallel having a series resistance. So, when a number of voltage sources, those are V1, V2, V3 up to Vn, are in parallel having a series resistance in each branch, can be reduced to an equivalent circuit consisting of an equivalent voltage source in series with equivalent resistance. That is it. So, when a number of voltage sources which are connected in parallel having series internal resistance in each branch, those network can be replaced by an equivalent circuit consisting of equivalent voltage source in series with equivalent resistance. That is, if we construct a circuit, right, this is V1, this is V2, this is V3 up to Vn, this is R1, R2, R3 up to so on Rn. That is, when a number of voltage sources which are connected in parallel having series internal resistance in each branch can be replaced by an what? Equivalent circuit, right? Sorry. That is it. This is what? R equivalent. This is V equivalent. This is Millman's theorem, which are connected in series. See, when a number of voltage sources are in parallel having a series resistances in each branch can be reduced to an equivalent circuit consisting of an equivalent voltage in series with equivalent resistance. This is Millman's theorem statement. Then from this V equivalent is equals to, we can write V by R by 1 by R, right? We can write like this. That is why V 1 by R 1, that is 1 by R 1 plus V 2 by R 2 plus 1 by, so up like that we have to write V 3 by R 3 up to so on V n by R n plus up to so on 1 by R n. So, here we have plus minus, but in some circuits we are going to get minus plus. For example, plus minus V 1, V 2 is for example minus plus, V 3 plus minus, V 4 minus plus. That is why we can write plus minus, depends upon the voltage source or representation. We can write like this, plus or minus V 1 by R 1 plus or minus V 2 by R 2, like that, but R equivalent is nothing but 1 by R 1 plus 1 by R 2 up to so on 1 by R n, that is it. Okay. This is V equivalent. Like that, if we have a current source, voltage source, if we have a current source, then similarly here you can write voltage by current. When a number of voltage or current sources I 1, I 2, I 3 up to I n are in parallel, having parallel resistance, here you can write parallel, right. In each branch can be reduced to an equivalent circuit consisting of an equivalent voltage, current in parallel with equivalent resistance, that is it. In place of voltage you can write current. Therefore, similarly for current source, this is I 1, this is R 1, this is I 2, this is R 2 up to so on. This is I n, this is R n. Then what is the equivalent circuit for this? This is what I equivalent, this is R equivalent, that is it. This can be replaced by using source transformation. We can get plus minus, this is V equivalent, this is R equivalent, that is it. If we have a current source in parallel with resistance, it is better to simplify by using source transformation. We can convert them into equivalent voltage source in series with resistance, that is better. So, what is the statement? When a number of voltage or current sources are in parallel, having a series or parallel resistances in each branch can be reduced to an equivalent circuit consisting of an equivalent voltage or current in series or parallel with equivalent resistance, that is it. Okay. This is with respect to voltage and resistances, that is with respect to current and resistances, right. So, from this G which is equals to 1 by R, what is this G? Where G is equals to conductance, which is nothing but reciprocal of resistance, Therefore, unit is what? Unit is mhos. 1 by ohm is nothing but mho, that is like this you have to represent, or Siemens. The units are mhos or Siemens. In place of 1 by R you can substitute G. So, from this we can write V equivalent is equals to plus or minus V 1 G 1 plus or minus V 2 G 2 up to so on plus or minus V n G n by G1 plus G2 plus G3 up to so on Gn. Like this you can write, right? Like this you can write. This is G. This is about Millman's theorem. Let us discuss problems on Millman's theorem. This is the first one. So, in this find the current through RL. We have to calculate the current through this branch. In the circuit, find voltage drop. So, by using Millman's theorem, we have to calculate the current through this branch as well as the voltage drop, right. See, here we have voltage source and series branch in every branch which are connected in parallel, right. Therefore, what is the formula for V equivalent? As per Millman's theorem, V equivalent is equals to what? See, plus or minus V1 into 1 by R1, or you can write plus or minus V1 into 1 by R1 plus or minus V2 into 1 by R2 up to so on, plus or minus, here how many sources we have? 3. Therefore, V3 1 by R3, that is it, by 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3, that is it, right. Or you can write V equivalent is equals to plus or minus V1 G1 plus V2 G2 V3 G3 by 1 by R1 is nothing but what? G1 plus G2 plus G3, right. Or you can use this formula or this formula. First we have to calculate R equivalent, right. R is equals to 1 by G, which is equals to what? 1 by G1 plus 1 by G2 plus 1 by G3, clear. R equivalent, G equivalent. Therefore, R equivalent is equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by, sorry, this is G2, right, plus 1 by R3, clear. So, from this R equivalent is equals to 1 by 4, 1 by plus again 1 by 4 plus again 1 by 4, that is 1 by 3 by 4. Therefore, R equivalent is equals to 4 by 3 ohms, clear. So, we have R equivalent. Therefore, V equivalent see, here we have V1 into 1 by R1. See, V1 is what? Minus plus, that is minus 4 into 1 by R1. What is the R1? 4, that is again V2 minus plus, that is minus 2 into 1 by 4 plus minus, that is why plus 10 into what is 1 by R3? 1 by 4. Then this part 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3, which is nothing but 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, which is nothing but 3 by 4. Therefore, from this V equivalent is equals to 3 by 4, this is minus 1 minus 0.5 plus 2.5. So, V equivalent is equals to, here we have 2 minus 1, that is finally we have 4 by 3 volts. Finally, we have 4 by 3 volts. Therefore, the equivalent circuit is what? Therefore, equivalent circuit is, you have a voltage source in series with R equivalent. What is R equivalent? This is 4 by 3, this is also 4 by 3 volts, but here we have a load, right. What is the value of the load? 10 ohms. we have to calculate the current through that. Therefore, I is equals to what? Voltage by R equivalent plus R L. We have 4 by 3 into, that is 34, 3 by 34, which is equals to 0.12 amperes. We got current through the 10 ohm branch is nothing but 0.12, right. We have to calculate the voltage drop. Voltage drop is equals to I into R, right? I into R L. What is I? 0.12. R L is what? 10. Therefore, 1.2 volts is nothing but the voltage drop, and this 0.12 is nothing but current through this branch, and this is the voltage drop. The next problem is find current through 1 ohm branch. We have to calculate current through this branch. So, here current source in parallel with resistance, current source, a resistive branch, again we have a load. So, this circuit can be replaced by an equivalent one. See the currents here, 5 ampere current source upwards, 3 ampere current source upward direction. So, 5 plus 3, 8, right. This is I equivalent, which is equals to what? 8 amperes. See, upwards, upwards. That is why equivalent current source is nothing but 8. See, this 2 and 2 which are connected in parallel. Therefore, R equivalent is nothing but what? 2 into 2 by 2 plus 2, that is 1 ohm. This is R equivalent, right. Again we have load, that is it. This is 1 ohm branch. Completed. The answer is completed. So, to get the value of current, I is equals to total current into opposite branch 1 by total resistance, which is equals to 4 amps. Completed. Answer is 4 amps. Or you can get by this, or from this you can get C 5 into 2. The circuit becomes what? Plus minus. Again we have branch, we have voltage source, we have load, right. This is 10, this is 2, again this is 2 ohms, this is what? 3 into 2, 6, this is 1 ohm, right. From this, what is V equivalent? Which is equals to 10 into 1 by 2 plus 6 into 1 by 2, right, by 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. From this, V equivalent is equals to 5 plus 3 by 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, 1, which is equals to 8 volts. 8 volts. Like that, R equivalent is what? 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, which is equals to 1 ohm. Therefore, equivalent circuit is what? Plus minus. We have a load. This is 1, this is also 1, this is 8, this is 8, right. From this, the current through this branch is nothing but what? Current through 1 ohm branch is nothing but 8 by 1 plus 1, 2, which is equals to 4 amps. See, from this method or from this method you will get correct answer. Next, this one, find Milliamps equivalent circuit. So, here the combination of voltage sources and current source. Therefore, this circuit can be reduced to equivalent voltage source or current source. Okay. This is 4, this is 6, now this is 2 C plus minus 2 into 1 2 volts, this is 2, right. That is it. This is X, this is Y. Therefore, V equivalent is equals to what? C 6 into 1 by 4 plus again 2 into 1 by 2 by R equivalent is what? 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2, which is equals to 3 by 2 plus 1 by 1 by 2 plus 1 plus 2, 3 by 4, which is equals to 3 plus 1, 5 by 2. So, 5 by 2 into 4 by 3, 10 by 3. So, V equivalent is 10 by 3. like that R equivalent is equals to what? 1 by R1 plus 1 by R1 is what? 4 plus 1 by 2, which is equals to 3 by 4. Therefore, answer is 4 by 3. Therefore, Milliman's equivalent circuit is plus minus, this is what? 10 by 3, this is what? 4 by 3, that is it. This is V equivalent, this is R equivalent, that is it. The answer is over. Next, we have to discuss some limitations, advantages and applications of Millman's theorem. So, coming to limitations, not applicable to the circuits consisting of dependent source between the independent source. If we have the combination of dependent sources and independent sources, then this theorem is not applicable. This theorem is applicable only for purely for independent sources. Next, not useful to the circuits consisting of less than 2 independent sources. For example, in a circuit we have one independent source, then there is no use of this Millman's theorem, right. Next, coming to the advantages, this theorem is very convenient for determining the voltage across a set of parallel branches, right. Next, applications. This theorem is mostly applied for circuits with several operational amplifiers representing complex circuit topology. So, these are the applications of Millman's theorem.